Finding your seat and taking a few minutes to observe the internal and the external environment and come into your heart and your body and this moment together. I'm feeling my feet on the floor. If you choose to listen to this recording again, you may be lying down or seated, sitting on the floor. I invite you to come into this moment in whatever body position, allowing your breath and allowing your presence to begin to expand. First, noticing if you are breathing. And allowing the breath to come in and out, a beautiful doorway to the autonomic nervous system. So our breath is something that happens without us. You can allow yourself to be breathed. You don't have to do it. It's also something that we have voluntary and conscious control. So if you're choosing to take some deep breaths, I'll just invite you to maybe deepen your breath briefly, but then allow yourself to let go. Come into an awareness of your feet and also of your body position where you're making contact with the chair or floor. And in order for us to be deepening our self-mastery, the opportunity is to be able to be present and to observe. So noticing as you turn your attention inward, maybe lowering your gaze or closing your eyes if you have not already. Feeling and sensing your breath. Maybe a few more conscious, deepened breaths. And when you're ready, just to allow yourself to let go and let your body breathe you. Let that intelligence in yourself, that intelligence that connects us to everything, just let go, come into this moment and see what it is that you might notice. Perhaps noticing any tingling or physical sensations. The sensations of breathing or being breathed. Noticing if your focus is taken up by anything else. For example, any strong emotions, strong thoughts. Sometimes emotions and thoughts are charged. And if so, coming into your physical and energetic presence in this moment and just noticing the weather, strong weather, turbulent weather, or perhaps a quieter landscape internally. Our topic for our monthly healthcare integrative professionals group is honestly sharing challenges. And that's already started in our group. And we've just begun our brief meditation to share the internal exploration with more than just those present this morning. Thank you for a very robust registration today. We'll start with our foundation of observation. Awareness as the foundation for our ability to be present and to be in our heart. Coming into this moment where you can connect with your physical body, your energy, awareness of where you are today, anything tugging on you, just taking a few moments to more fully arrive. in this moment with yourself, connected to this group, and connected to a deeper intelligence where you are profoundly held and where you are safe. So our topic is honestly sharing, and what that has to do with is, can I be in this moment honest, vulnerable, and with myself? Taking a moment just to feel where you are, to note where you are. On a scale of 0 to 10, how present are you right now? And inviting yourself with tenderness to come into your own presence, where you can make choices, where you can breathe, where you can allow, and where you can partner with yourself and also understand and have compassion. We'll just sit in silence for a few minutes. Probably a little bit less than 1 minute would make sense today. You can extend this period of time if you listen to this recording in the future. And 80% of everything is our intention. So the intention of this group, the intention of this meditation is for you and your wholeness, deepening a sense of peace for you, a sense of groundedness, no matter what the weather, internally or externally, a sense of connection to breath, awareness if you are breathing, permission to breathe and be. Our intention in our clinic, in our mentoring, in this meditation, and today is for you to feel safe to come into yourself, into your power. And all of this happens in this moment, in this evolving present moment, which is all we have. And the power comes from connectedness and vulnerability. Can we be here, honest, showing up as best we can, regardless of the weather, and staying true to ourself with a capital S. So in silence, allowing observation, vulnerability, and if you notice that you're go someplace else into the future or into the past, bringing yourself back by feeling and noticing and working with your breath. And if you're able to not work with your breath, to let yourself be breathed and to let yourself breathe. The greatest gift is to allow and to surrender. Such a fearless choice. So let's practice that for a little bit less than a minute together with a strong intention to bring ourselves back and to come into our awareness in the presence, our own presence. Nothing to do, nothing to figure out, nothing to fix. Being present in your own life force, and breath. Noticing if in your thoughts and letting yourself come into your body, which is always present. Noticing thoughts and feelings and sensations. Just connecting with a deeper level of wisdom, a deeper level of knowing. And if it helps to place a hand on your heart, I just encourage you to soften, not think, breathe, and be. And as you sit in silence, identifying an area that's a little bit hard for you right now, maybe a little bit of a harder edge. It's not quite as softened. Could be an area of confusion, an area of strain or tension. Just allowing that to come into your awareness as you sit grounded, breathing. Just naming an area for yourself today. And as you name it, I'll ask you to let it go. Perhaps asking the universe to untangle or to clarify or to show you a way through, and not to do it necessarily with strategy and problem solving and a mental approach, but just asking your deeper wisdom and asking the intelligence and the deeper wisdom of what we are connected to, of the universe, the universal and the intelligence that is in us and around us. Asking for help and receiving help in whatever way, shape, or form it comes to us in these next moments, in these next days, in these next weeks before we meet again. Being open to the support and the help that is pouring in for us all the time with this particular area. Waiting with positive expectancy and gratitude for one of our tangles to become untangled, and for us to just be part of the journey to see how that unfolds. We'll be part of the solution, but not the only solution. We'll be part of the solution that unfolds. We don't need to do it or fix it. We just need to show up in this moment, and the next moment, and the next moment, with our heart connected to our heart, connected to each other, and having a sense of trust in the process. And I'll ask you to do one more thing before we finish our meditation. On a scale of 0 to 10, please gauge your sense of faith in the process, your sense of trust on a 0 to 10. Where is your trust of allowing things to solve themselves allowing help, allowing the support and the intelligence in from the inside and from the outside. 0 to 10, where are you today? And seeing if you can invite yourself to go to a 10. A 10 out of 10 trust. Your tools are yourself, your presence. Somehow letting go of the mind getting in the way, letting the answers and your own wisdom and the solutions come in from a deeper level, a deeper intelligence, and a deeper sense of faith and trust in the process. Accepting where you are now. Feeling your hand on your heart, perhaps feeling your heartbeat through your palm. And we'll get ready to make a transition. And notice how you make transitions. Notice if you can be gentle and aware as you shift, perhaps beginning to wiggle your toes and fingers, deepening your breath again. And I'm going to invite everyone to stretch. We raise our hands overhead. Sometimes there's that natural yawn. And so delighted to be here in the office with Frida, our new business administrator. Thank you so much, Frida, for being here. And thank you so much for joining us on our meditation. So glad to have everyone here this morning. And we are so grateful for you making that connection by registering, for you making that connection and coming, setting that alarm early. And we have been here for 10 years and we will continue to be here, including more and more dynamic offerings. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for coming and for being here today.